Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for watching today, I really do appreciate it. So today is kind of an updated video on a video I did about 4 or 5 months ago. I'm going to show you. It's been requested this by quite a few of you guys, just to give you more information on it. So let's show you. Right, so it was that one on the activity tracker that I'm currently using. So it's the Reflex Active 05 smartwatch, and I did an unboxing and demo. It was in no way, shape or form a review, because at that time of me getting it was just new out of the box. I could never have done a review, so we're going to kind of do a review in the form of your guys' questions. Obviously, if you've not seen this one, I'm going to leave it linked into the cards. If you've not seen this one, I'd go and check that out first, where I unboxed it. And that was 5 months ago, and it's my most viewed video on this channel, so I thought it warranted an update. So I'll show you what my tracker looks like. And we're going to get into all the questions that you guys have asked, and I'm going to tell you, you know, what I think of it as well. Right, so that's what mine looks like. Now, so far I've not done many steps. I've only done 75 steps because I've only been around the house. I'll go out for a walk later and probably do more steps then. So yeah, that's the watch. I'm going to get the questions that you guys sent in, or actually put on that last video. I've taken screenshots of everybody's question. Just need to get them all up. Right, so somebody said that she was a new subscriber, so thank you for that. You know who you are. And she said that I've read a lot of bad reviews about this watch. The most complaints are that the watch keeps disconnecting all the time from the app and also from Bluetooth. Some people have also stated that after a few months the watch stops charging and becomes unusable. Some people have complained the battery life is short, even though it's meant to have a long battery life. I've seen this watch being sold for £50, not £40, example in Argos, etc. It would be interesting to see your experience about this smartwatch. So that's kind of what made me want to do it even sooner than I had already planned to do it. So with mine, I would say that I've not had any technical problems. I mean, sometimes the only technical problem I can think of, so sometimes with the watch it will stop monitoring your heart rate, but I'm not really bothered about it monitoring my heart rate, and it's an easy fix if it does that. So you just go into heart rate, so you just keep clicking it until you get to heart rate, and then you press it here, and then it will do that, and then it will tell you what your heart rate is. But I think it's already measuring my heart rate, so it's not going to do it. No, I don't think it is, because my heart rate's already being measured. I'll show you on the watch. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but I'm going to take pictures and link it here. So my heart rate is 78. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. So that's the only technical issue I've noticed so far, and I have been using it. I'd say out of the 5 months I've had it, I've used it for about 3.5, 4 months. There was a period of time when I didn't use it, I just kept forgetting to put it on. So yeah, there was that. In regards to charging it, so this is one of the things that I can think about being a negative side. So that's the charger. It is so flimsy, guys. So all you would need to do is break this bit and then it's useless. But I have looked into, can you buy chargers separately? And you can actually buy a charger separately. They cost £10, so that isn't too bad. At least you wouldn't have to go through paying for the watch and the charger to get a new charger. So yeah, you can buy them. You just got to be really, really careful with them. And what you have to do with this one is, can you see those 2 pins there? So your watch, let me just unbuckle it. Your watch has got 2 pins there, and you've just got to match them up. So I'll show you. So basically, it just goes in like that, and then I normally charge this into my iPhone charger, and then it just charges it up. What else did she say? I think she mentioned something about battery life. With the battery life, I haven't had any issues. Once it's fully charged, I get about 3-4 days charge from it before I have to recharge it. So I've not had any issues there. Also says that people have complained if it keeps disconnecting from the app. Right, I'll show you the app now. And I'll also take a screenshot of this and insert it as well, just so that you're seeing things a little bit more clearer. So it's the Reflex Active App, and right, so it clearly says I've only done 75 steps, and then it measures it in kilometers there. Calories, only 4.35 calories. Heart rate, see, heart rate there is saying 0 beats per minute, so it's kind of come away from the heart rate. So if you want to watch for measuring your heart rate, then obviously you need to check that it is actually measuring your heart rate. Like I said, that is the only thing that I've noticed that it's not really doing. I'm going to try and get it working so it does. It's really not doing anything. I might have to look into that a little bit further. But like I said, the heart rate is not really something that I'm that bothered about. I mean, obviously you want all the features on the tracker to work, but can you see how it's just saying not on it? So I'll look into how to fix that, and maybe do another updated review once I've learned how to fix that portion of it. But everything else seems fine. And then sleep. Now, I would like 7 hours of sleep on average if I could get it. Now, I suffer with insomnia and sleep apnea, so I never get that amount of sleep. Most nights it's between 2 and 3 hours. Last night it's saying I got 4 hours and 46 minutes. So what you can do then is just click on it, and it shows your bedtime 11:49. Well, that's not true, because I didn't go to sleep at 11:49. Obviously it's set for that time. Then it tells you the light sleep there, and that's 3 hours and 41 minutes, and my deep sleep is only 1 hour and 5 minutes. And then it's got a great big gap here between 4 and 6 o'clock, and that's when I was awake, in orange. So like I said, I'll screenshot everything that we're talking about and you can see it. So I'm just going to click onto heart rate. It's not been measuring it. So yeah, I need to look into that. Yeah, so in this app, say you wanted to go on your steps and you wanted to see a bit more about your steps, you just click it and then it would show you. Like, can you see, like here, so basically that's my step count there, and then it gives you the week, the month, so you can see all your activity in that respect of it, and it will be the same with sleep. Yeah, week, so that's the week and the month. So it's good for tracking your sleep like that. What else can we do? So you can set notifications. Now I set notifications to take my tablets, so you can set notifications on it, and then you can build your own profile. So you can basically put your gender, birthday, weight, height, walking stride and running stride in there. Your daily goal, you can set that. So steps, I'd put it down as 7,000, distance 5 kilometers, calories 350 calories, and sleep 7 hours, but you can change it. Then it's got the option to forget this smartwatch. Now if somebody's pressed forget this smartwatch, then it's going to disconnect. Just like if someone disconnected their Bluetooth, it's going to disconnect, it's not going to work. So yeah, there is that. And then it's find my smartwatch, so you just click on that and it will find it. You can connect it to Apple Health, so if you want to connect it to your iPhone, you can connect it there. Then these are all notifications, so my notifications aren't on for some reason, so let's put Facebook on, Instagram, and Messenger, these are why I've not been getting notifications. I wondered why. Twitter, WhatsApp, and text messages. Everything else I'm going to leave off. So everything else I'm going to leave off. So we've got Line. I don't even know what Line is. LinkedIn, I don't really use that. QQ, I don't know what that is. Skype, I don't use. Viber, I don't use. WeChat, I don't use. And other apps. So I just leave it like that. Just click the ones that are kind of appropriate to you and what you need them for. Then we've got weather. So I'm going to just touch where I am. I'm in northwest of England, but yeah, we're 19 degrees here at the moment, so you can check your weather. Then you've got the camera shutter. So pressing the camera shutter just opens your camera basically, and then firmware, and then we've got the firmware updates. So you can check for updates, so let's do that, and it says this is the latest version. So that's everything it pretty much does. It tells you here what the battery is on. 57%, so you can always check it there. So if you're running low, then you just charge it. And it says Series 5 last synced 20th of September 2021 at 3 minutes past 2, which is today, and it shows you here as well that the Bluetooth's on. I don't know how clear that's going to be in this camera, but like I said, I'll do screenshots on everything that we spoke about. But the main thing for this smartwatch, I would say, is the home section. Can you see how it shows a little home button there? Because that monitors absolutely everything. I just need to figure out how to restart that heart rate, so I can tell you, and I'll probably just leave it in the description rather than doing another video, unless you wanted me to talk about that in more detail, and you can just leave a comment if you do. What else did that say? What else did that lady say? Because I want to answer everything in as much detail as I possibly can. Right. So my watch doesn't disconnect from the app or from Bluetooth. The only technical issue is with the heart rate, as I said earlier. Also, some people have also stated that after a few months the watch stops charging completely. Not noticed that either, and I've had mine 5 months, so I would say mine personally hasn't done that. And as regards to price, guys, I got mine for £40. I got mine from Fashion World, so if you wanted to get the watch, they do sell it on Fashion World, or you could just go to the Reflex Active store. Let me show you, because they've got these watches on there. Right, Series 3, Series 5, we'll see how much mine costs them. So that's mine there. And we'll go through watch faces and everything in a second. Right, so you can view the collection. So Series 5 is the latest model that you can get. And it says here, call notifications, heart rate, camera control, activity tracker, step counter, music player, message notifications, weather updates, phone location, sleep tracker and calories. So that's what it monitors. That's what you can do with it. Right, so on here, the 45. And you can get all different watch straps. So you can get a black one, that one there. Then that one's mine. I wanted kind of a rose gold face. Then you can get a really nice like rose gold strap there, and then you can get a white strap there. It's all the same watch, it's just different straps. And then there's the charger. It says £10, so you can get the charger from there. Yeah, they've just got really nice, they're all really nice for men and women. I like that one as well with the floral design on the strap. So that's that. The £45 on the reflexactive.com website, or you can go to Fashion World and it's £40. I'm just going to double check that. Fashion World do it, and also Very. So let me just check. that it's still £40. I'm just going to type in the model name, Reflex Active. Yeah, still £40 guys, so you would be better off getting it from Fashion World. That's where I got mine from, and I've not had any problems. So we went back and forth, me and this woman who was asking me questions, and you know, there could have been some that are just a faulty batch. I'm not saying there was, all I can tell you is my experiences with my watch. So let's have a look at another question, because I did get quite a few, and that's why I'm doing this video. Right, and then somebody else said, hey, just wondering if you found a way to keep the backlight on a little longer when notifications and when you want to see the time, please. Many thanks in advance. So, right, so you can't, as far as I know, you can't set it to have a particular amount of time when the backlight comes on. So basically you just, well, it's done it already, but basically you just, when you press it, hang on, so when you press it, you've got a few seconds before it goes off. Let's do it again. Yeah, it's literally no time at all, and that's to save the battery as well. I think in the older app, in the one that wasn't updated, you could actually set it to stay on for a little bit longer, but since they've updated the new app, you can't. And you could also set it to remind you to drink water. I know you shouldn't need to be reminded to drink water, but when I'm busy I just don't drink, so it was always handy when the notification came in to remind me to drink water, and I had that set for every half hour, and you can't do that on the new app either. How long does the battery last? I think I've already answered that. Like, that battery, I charged it up probably about 2 days ago, and it's still at 54%, I think it was. So it does last quite a long time once you charge it up. Obviously if you're not using it an awful lot, if you're just using it like for walking, but if you're using it for sports, you're obviously going to be more active, so it might take more battery. So that's my answer to that question. Right, okay, so somebody else put, I'm wanting to get this smartwatch, but I don't like any of the straps I've seen. Are they changeable? Now, I don't know if this person had a look on the Reflex Active site, because there's so many straps, as you've just seen them. There's so many straps on that site. I'm going to link them all to this video so you can see what different straps they do. But if you don't like any of those straps, then it is interchangeable, but they're really difficult to get back on. They've got little pins here, so they've got pins on that side and that side there, and you just click it to the side and then you can put a new strap on. I would suggest, if you're going to do that, take it to someone who knows what they're doing with the watches and just get them to do the strap for you, because I undid mine and it took me best part of half an hour, 40 minutes to figure out how to put it back on. So that's why I'm not going to take it off again, because it's a bit of a pain to put them back on. So yeah, you can change the strap, but they are a bit fiddly. Right, so somebody's put, how do I get this watch to show my heart rate and drink water? How does it tell you? Right, so it tells you just on the middle section there of what your heart rate is. Like I said, mine says 78. That could be wrong, just purely because it doesn't seem to be measuring it at the moment, but that is the only thing that I need to look into. But yeah, that's how you would check your heart rate. I'm going to show you the different faces that you can use now. So I use the digital one. So basically that's the second face that comes with the watch. So your heart rate's at the top there in grey. Then your step count is, this is really difficult to show you. Then your step count is in blue, and then your calories is down here, and then your calories is there. So that's kind of a good face, but I don't use that one. And then there's one more, which, right, so on the Bluetooth, I have got a few things on my Bluetooth, but if you look at it, it says Series 5, and then it says connected, and all the other things are not connected because they're not there. I think TW4 is just a pair of wireless headphones. Unless you take the Bluetooth off, it's not going to disconnect. I don't know why other people have had that problem of it disconnecting. I think it's a phone error. I mean, mine has never done it, unless like my Bluetooth's been switched off. So, next question. Right, so in answer to drinking water, it doesn't tell you that anymore. It must not have been doing so well in the app, and they've just taken that away completely, which is a shame because I really liked it, popping the notification up to remind me to drink some water, but you shouldn't need reminding to drink water anyway. Then it says, then somebody says, what app is this? I downloaded the Reflex Active one on the iOS and it doesn't come up. Find device settings or advanced settings. I don't know what app you went into, but I'll show you on the app what it looks like. So, and this is only on iPhone. I can't show you on another phone because I don't have it. So if you go into Reflex Active, that's the first thing that comes up. And it's that one there. Can you see how it says open? So that's my app, and that's what you should be looking at when you get this watch. Getting that first. What I would say to you, if you're thinking about getting it, just make sure your phone supports it. It's pointless you getting the watch and you find out later on that your phone doesn't support it. It's supposed to support iPhone and Android. Now, I know for a fact it supports iPhone. Like I've got an iPhone 11 and it supports that, and I'm sure it would support like older iPhones than this. But with Android, I just couldn't tell you because I don't have an Android phone. So that's that question answered. I hope it helps. If you need for these questions, if I'm not answering them to your satisfaction, then just leave me another comment and I'll try and help you out as much as I can, like I did in the previous video. Right, next question. Does this support iOS devices? Yeah, so it supports mine, and like I said, I've got the iPhone 11, and I can imagine that it would support older iPhones than that, because there's been 5 reflexes now, 5 reflex watches, so surely like the older watches are going to be compatible with the older iPhones, so yeah, it should do. Right, and then somebody's written, hey, I've got the watch and struggling to increase the volume when notifications come through. It's set at a specific volume. You can't increase the volume, unfortunately. The watch only does what it does. I mean, let's be real, guys. It's a £40 watch. It's not going to do what a £300 smartwatch would do. I'm really happy with it, but I can appreciate some of you guys might want it to do a little bit more, but I think it does enough for me. It tracks my steps, it monitors my sleep, which is what I needed it for. Those are the 2 things that I really wanted it for. Tells me how many calories I've burnt. The heart rate is not so good, but I'm not so bothered about the heart rate. If you're bothered about the heart rate, then you might be better to go with a different smartwatch. Just trying to be honest with you guys, because it seems to keep disconnecting. Now obviously I'm going to try and look into what the fault is there, and then I'll add it onto the video. Right, and then there's another question. Hi, are you able to answer calls on the watch, and if so, how? Not as far as I'm aware. Right, so the next question is, hi, are you able to answer calls on the watch, and if so, how? So when a call comes in, it will ring on the watch, but you can't actually physically answer it. It's just letting you know that a call's coming in, and then you have to answer it off your iPhone. I think the Apple Watch, I remember getting it, and you could actually talk on the Apple Watch. You can't do that. Like I said earlier, it is only a £40 watch, so the tech on it isn't that advanced, so you can't answer a phone call on your watch, unfortunately. Right, so this was recently. Somebody sent me a question. Hi, I can't use my phone while I'm at work and the shop is very big. Does it still remain connected with a smartwatch, or is it or will it disconnect? No, it should still, as long as the Bluetooth is on your phone, it should still remain connected. the problem will occur when the Bluetooth is disconnected. It shouldn't really matter how big your shop is, unless you've got no signal, then that could make it disconnect. But as long as the Bluetooth is on, you need to make sure your Bluetooth is on, and your watch can tell you that anyway. As long as that's still on, then you should remain connected. Right, so somebody's asked, can it track your location? Yeah, it's got a location on there, so it can track. And then somebody asked me how to turn it on. So basically, when it comes, obviously it's not charged to full capacity. So what you need to do is take the charger, and you need to charge it for a good few hours on the first time, and then it should last you a few days, and it should just come on automatically. When you put this in, it will automatically come on. If the watch has been dead for a few hours, it will automatically come on as soon as you charge it. And then I think this is the last question. Can you reply to text message on this? Thank you. No, you can't reply to text messages on it either, and that's another thing you can do on Apple. When a text message comes through, it's got these automatic responses that you can just send out. So basically, if somebody says, how long will you be, you can put on way. That's an automatic response on the Apple Watches, from what I remember when I had my Apple Watch. But this one, you can't. You need, obviously, when a text message comes in, I think I've got one on the watch. Let's have a look. It says one message, so I should be able to open it. Right, can you see how it says one message? Yeah, it says mum, missed call. So it does tell you your messages, and you just hold the button down. Right guys, so what I was saying before we really got interrupted is that you can look at your messages, but you can't reply to them. So I'm going to show you, because I think some messages have come through. Just need to take this watch off. Yeah, so I've got 8 messages there. So we've got one from Twitter, another one from Twitter, another one from Twitter, someone liking my photo on Instagram, another one from Twitter, and a message from my sister. And so we're back to 0 messages now because I've read them. So you can read them, but you can't respond to them. You have to do all that on your phone, which is fine by me. But if you do like work in a busy shop, at least you can see what messages have come through. I know you can't respond to them, so it's not great, but you can see what your messages are. Okay, right, so next I wanted to just discuss with you, I was looking while I was editing the video, because I've edited most of this video. This is kind of editing Andrea talking now. So while I was editing that video, I came across system requirements in the app. So look, system settings should I say, and you can actually, if you go into health reminder, which is this one down here, don't worry, I'll do a screenshot. If you go into health reminder, you can actually set your phone to work with your watch, and to remind you to drink water if that's something that you want to do. Now I have put mine on from start time 10 AM in the morning till 1 AM the following morning, and I've just saved it, so that should remind me to drink water. And what else did I want to say? You can change the clock as well. Instead of a 24-hour clock, if you prefer a 12-hour format, you can change that. I'm not going to do that because I do prefer the 24-hour clock. You can put heart rate detection on as well, which I have done. So you can do a start time and a finish time on that. So I just put, when I was editing it, 4:05 till 1 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know if that's going to make a difference in the fact that it could be detecting my heart rate. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it a little bit further, like I said, for you, and then I'll give you an update. You can also put the do not disturb, like you can on an iPhone, and most phones you can put do not disturb while you're sleeping, so that's really handy to know. I didn't know that either, so I'll probably do that every night now. So the display, you can change your display as well. At the moment I've changed it to squares. I think I'm going to change it. I think I'm going to put circles on. And then the theme is light. You can take that off if you want a darker theme, but for me that's fine. So yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I told you everything else. So this concludes the video for now. If you've got any other questions, please leave them in the comments section and I will get back to you. I'll only be too happy to help you out if I can. So guys, this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. Please like, share and comment, and if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.